Meenu and Cheenu meet little Lilliput.
Good morning, Meenu. Where are you going?
Good morning, Futta. I am going to my friend's house. Her house is near the river. Do you also want to come with me?
Yes, Meenu. That will be fun. I will also come.
Meenu, even I will come with you. Cheenu, are you coming?
Yes, Buzz. Even I am coming. Raja, come. Let's go.
The river looks so beautiful today. Everyone, look there. Look at that little fish.
It is playing in the water, Buzz. It looks so beautiful. Oh, look. It is swimming and coming near us. Good morning, everybody. My name is Lilliput. I live in this river. Do you also live nearby? Good morning, Lilliput. You are very beautiful. My name is Meenu. This is my brother, Cheenu. These are our friends, Futta and Buzz. And this is our little puppy, Raja. We live in the village. Oh, you live in the village. I live in this water. I am a goldfish. Look over there. Can you see that school of fish? Those are my friends.
School of fish? I can only see a group of fish there.
Buzz, we call a group of fish as school of fish.
Oh, just like a bunch of flowers or an army of soldiers.
You are right, Buzz. Just like that, a group of fish is called a school of fish. But Lilliput, why are they all swimming together?
Oh, we feel safe when we swim in a big school. Otherwise, bigger fishes come and attack us. We also have another trick to save ourselves. Small fish drink up lots of water to swell up and look big. This scares away the bigger fish.
What a funny thing to do. Just drink lots of water and become fat.
Lilliput, are there many big fish in this river?
There are lots of big fish in this river, Futta. But the real big ones live in the seas and oceans. The biggest of all the fish is the whale shark. Whale shark? I have heard of both whales and sharks. They are different types of fish. But what is this whale shark, Lilliput? Whale shark is actually not a whale. It is just a very big fish.
Oh, are whales different from fish?
Yes, Buzz. Whales are different from normal fish. Whales are mammals like us. They breathe like us with their noses. That is why they keep coming out of the water once in a while to breathe air.
Oh, do they remain underwater the rest of the time? Do they keep holding their breath?
Yes, Buzz. A whale can hold its breath up to half an hour before it comes up. Half an hour? Let me try holding my breath. Friends, you also try. Oh my God! I can't even hold it for a minute. But whales can hold their breath. But fish don't have noses. I also do not have a nose. We take in water, not air.
I know one more difference. Since the whale is a mammal, it gives birth to babies and fish lay eggs. How big are these whale sharks, Lilliput?
Ooh, they are really huge. They can easily grow up to 40 feet in height.
40 feet? I am nearly 5 feet. Many of my friends are also nearly 5 feet. So, if 8 of us stand one on top of another, all of us together will be as tall as a whale shark. Oh my God, that's really big.
Meenu, how?
I will tell you. Listen carefully. A whale shark can grow up to 40 feet. As each of my friends are nearly 5 feet, we need 8 friends to come up to that height. That is because 5 into 8 is equal to 40.
Oh, is it like that? Then I will not even be as big as its eye.
I don't even think, Buzz. You are so small that it will not even notice you. Lilliput, how heavy does a whale shark grow up to?
Oh, very, very heavy. A whale shark can grow up to 2,500 kilograms.
2,500 kilograms? That's like a giant. Meenu, your weight is only 30 kilos. The weight of 8 of your friends, who are 30 kilograms, will be only 8 multiplied by 30, which is 240. That is 240 kilograms. But a whale shark can grow up to 2,500 kilograms. That is almost 10 times more than that.
Oh my God! If 8 of my friends weigh 240 kilograms, then 80 of my friends will weigh 2,400 kilograms. So, a whale shark is almost as heavy as 80 of my friends. It's really heavy then.
Meenu, do you know something? Once there was a whale shark that weighed 15,000 kilograms. It was really huge. How many of your friends who are 30 kilograms each put together will weigh like that whale shark?
Let me do this, Meenu. 15,000 kilograms. That's like a huge giant. The weight of each of Meenu's friend is 30 kilograms. So I have to do 15,000 divided by 30. I will do 1,500 divided by 3. Which is 500. 500 friends of Meenu? I don't think Meenu has so many friends.
Futta, I can't even imagine.
That's right, Meenu. There are different types of things that live in the rivers and seas. Look, I am so tiny. A whale shark is so huge. An eel looks like a snake. A sea urchin looks very different. It has sharp things on its body.
I know. Even a prawn, squid, and a lobster look different from a normal fish.
I have seen a crab. It also lives in water. But it looks so different. Have you ever seen an octopus? It has 8 legs. It looks very different and swims differently too. There are so many different types of fish in the sea. That's why fishermen go and catch them to sell in the market.
Lilliput, have you seen the fishermen?
Yes, Buzz. Once I went to visit my relatives who live in a big sea. At first, I was very scared of the big waves. I saw many fishermen standing on small, simple boats that went up and down with the waves. I thought they would fall down, but they were very careful. The boats were just logs of wood tied together. It was very early in the morning. The sun hadn't come out, and so it was very dark then.
I know. Fishermen leave very early in the morning to catch fish in the sea. Grandma told me that the fishermen can feel the wind and look at the sun to find out which way to go.
I can never find out the way in a sea. It is water, water and more water all around.
You are right, Buzz. We cannot find out the way. But Lilliput, the log boats would be very slow. How can fishermen catch fish with that?
Yes, the log boats move very slowly. My uncle said that they can travel about 4 kilometers in 1 hour. That too, only if the wind is helpful.
I think even I can walk 4 kilometers in 1 hour. My school is 1 kilometer away from our house, and we take 15 minutes to walk to our school. If we take 15 minutes to walk 1 kilometer, then to walk 4 kilometers, we will take 60 minutes. That is 1 hour then. Buzz, suppose the fishermen want to go 10 kilometers into the sea in the log boat. Can you tell me how long it will take them?
I can do it, Meenu. For 4 kilometers, it takes 1 hour. So, for 8 kilometers, it will take 2 hours. I have to find the answer for 10 kilometers. To go 8 kilometers, it takes 2 hours. That means I have to find out how long will it take to go 2 more kilometers. If 4 kilometers take 1 hour, 2 kilometers will take half an hour. So, the boat will take 2.5 hours to go 10 kilometers.
Right, Buzz? Are there other types of boats also that catch fish, Lilliput?
Yes, I saw long-tail boats with oars. Then I also saw motorboats which were very fast. But the scariest boat was the machine boat.
Big machine boats? They are also called trawlers. I had seen a trawler when I went to Chennai once. they are big.
Yes, they are very big. They go far out in the sea and put big nets into the deep sea. A whole lot of fish get caught in the net. My uncle warned me not to go near the big machine boats. Their nets catch even the baby fish. But fishermen in smaller boats don't catch baby fish.
That must have been very scary, Lilliput. How much fish do these boats catch?
If a log boat can catch 20 kilograms of fish in one trip, a machine boat can catch 6,000 kilograms of fish in a single trip. The machine boats are also fast. I told you that a log boat travels at 4 kilometers per hour, but a machine boat can travel at 22 kilometers per hour.
A trawler can catch 6,000 kilograms of fish in one trip. That means in 30 trips, it can catch nearly 2 lakh kilograms of fish.
Five zeros. When I add one more zero to this 20,000, it becomes 2 lakhs.
My grandma told me that there are 2 lakh boats in our country, but only half of them are fitted with motors.
Let me write this. Half of 2 lakh is 1 lakh. So, 1 lakh boats have motors and 1 lakh boats don't have motors.
You are right now, Buzz. But do you know what? I saw it on TV that there are about 100 lakh people in our country whose lives are linked to the fish. Some of them catch fish, some of them sell them, some make and repair nets, some make boats, some repair them, and so on.
Futta, We have a name for this big number that you said just now. You said 100 lakhs. Let me write it first. First, let me write 100. Then zeros for the lakh. This is 100 lakhs. 100 lakhs is also called a crore.
Crore? What a big number! It has so many zeros. What do we use this number for?
Many things, Buzz. Do you know that the population of our country is even a bigger number? It is 100 crores.
So many people? Meenu, my hands will get tired if I start putting zeros for 100 crores. I will forget and get lost in the zeros.
I am sure there are crores and crores of fish also in the world. That's why many people buy fish from the fish market and eat them. Have you seen a fish market?
I have seen one when I went to Chennai. It is really noisy and smelly. The boats come back from the sea and unload their catch. Then the fisherwomen shout their prices to the buyers. I made friends with a fisherwoman. Her name is Muttamma. She had a huge fish in her hand. She said it was a kingfish. It weighed 9 kilograms and she sold it for rupees 1800. She was very, very happy.
Oh, that means she sold it for 200 rupees a kilogram.
I know how you did that, Futta. It was 1800 rupees for 9 kilos. So, you did 1800 divided by 9, which is 200. So, it is 200 rupees a kilo. It is a big fish.
I know, kingfish are big. I have also seen a fish market near the beach. They also sell prawns and squids in the fish market. They sell prawns for rupees 150 a kilogram and squids for rupees 50 a kilogram.
Meenu, what is this funny thing? Why is rupees not written for rupees?
Buzz, it is not a funny thing. It is the symbol for rupees. We can write this instead of writing rupees. We have to read it the same way. Rupees 150, rupees 50.
Oh, it is a symbol for rupees. I really like it, Meenu. It's very nice. But I don't know how to write it.
Oh, it's so easy, Buzz. I will write it now and you watch me carefully. Okay? First write like this. Something like writing the capital R. Then put a sleeping line on top. Just below, draw another sleeping line like this. The symbol of rupee is ready. Isn't it easy, Buzz?
Yes, Meenu. It looks very easy. But let me also write and see. I can also write now.
That's good. If they sell 10 kilograms of prawns, they can earn 1,500 rupees.
But if they sell 10 kilos of squid, they can only earn 500 rupees because squid is only 50 rupees a kilo.
You are right, Buzz. Look who's coming. It's Grandma. Hello, Grandma.
Hello, everyone. What are you doing here? I'm on my way to the market.
Grandma, this is our new friend, Lilliput. It's a goldfish. We were talking about the fish market and how fish are sold.
Your new friend is very beautiful. So, you are talking about fish and fish market. I have a friend in Chennai. Her name is Minakshi. She sells dried fish with 3 other women. At first, they did not have much money, but she is very smart and intelligent. Now, they all earn lots of money.
How, Grandma? But what is dried fish?
I will tell you. Minakshi and her friends saved some money to buy fish and dry them. They thought that it is more profitable to sell dried fish.
How did they find that out, Grandma?
Even you can find out. I will tell you how. First, you must know that when fresh fish is dried, it becomes 1/3 its weight.
When fish is dried, it becomes 1/3 of its weight from its full weight. So it loses weight. But why?
Buzz, the weight of the water in the body is lost when it is dried. That is why it weighs less. Okay, Grandma, tell us.
Minakshi and her friends wanted to dry 3,000 kgs of fresh fish in a month. Can you tell me how much of dried fish they will get in a month?
Grandma, I can tell you that. It will be 1,000 kilograms of dried fish. That is because 1/3 multiplied by 3,000 is equal to 1,000.
That's right, Chinu. Minakshi then calculated how much profit they will get. First, instead of 3,000 kgs, she took a smaller number of 3 kg to calculate. The women knew that they can buy fresh fish for 20 rupees a kg. They also knew that they can sell dried fish for 80 rupees a kg. Buzz, tell me now, when you dry 3 kgs of fish, how many kg of dried fish will you get?
I know, Grandma. It is a small number. I can tell easily. 3 kilos of fresh fish. When dried, it will become 1/3 of its weight. So it will be 1 kilo.
That's right, Buzz. So, when they buy 3 kg of fresh fish, it will cost them 20 rupees into 3, which is 60 rupees. So, it will cost them 60 rupees. Now, this 3 kg of fresh fish becomes 1 kg of dried fish. It can be sold for 80 rupees a kilo.
Oh, Grandma, the profit will be 80 minus 60, which is 20. So the profit for drying 3 kilograms of fresh fish is 20 rupees. Now we will find the profit for drying 3000 kilograms of fresh fish.
I will do it, Meenu. 3000 kilograms of fresh fish will become 1000 kilograms of dried fish. 20 rupees is the profit for 1 kilogram of dried fish. So, for 1000 kilograms, it will be 20 multiplied by 1000, which is 20,000. So, it is 20,000 rupees.
Grandma, the profit for the women in a month would be 20,000 rupees. Meenakshi auntie and her friends are very smart.
But they also had some expenses. They needed 500 kgs of salt every month for 3000 kgs of fish. The cost of salt was 3 rupees per kg.
Grandma, I can tell the cost of salt. It will be 500 into 3. Which is 1500. So it is rupees 1500.
Lilliput, you are smart. You also know how to calculate.
We also learn from a teacher, Grandma.
Their school of fish go to a school.
That's good, Lilliput. Now, the women had to spend 2,500 rupees on packing and transport.
Grandma, salt costs them 1,500 rupees and they have to spend 2,500 rupees on packing and transport. That means they have to spend 1,500 plus 2,500 is equal to 4,000. That is 4,000 rupees a month.
That's right, Futta. So we have to subtract that from their profit. Their profit was 20,000 rupees a month. So it is 20,000 minus 4,000, which is equal to 16,000. Their profit will be rupees 16,000 a month. That's wonderful, Grandma.
Yes, Meenu. Meenakshi and her 3 friends earn a profit of 16,000 rupees a month only by selling dry fish. Now, they share this 16,000 rupees between the 4 of them.
So that will be 16,000 divided by 4. Which is equal to 4,000. Each of them will earn rupees 4,000.
That's right. Now more fisherwomen have joined them and they are selling more dried fish. They are earning lots of money and have set up.
An account in a bank also.
Now they have made a factory also to dry fish. Don't you think Meenakshi and her friends are smart women? Okay, now I have to go to the market. Do you also want to come with me?
No, Grandma. We are going to my friend's house to play.
Even I have to go now. My mother will be worried. She will think that a big fish will have eaten me up. Friends, can you see this fast like me? She sells seashells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. Keep trying. I have to go now.
Shall we help Buzz match these correctly? Biggest fish, whale shark, whales, have noses. Fish, no noses. Babies, whales, eggs, fish, biggest fish, whale shark, whales have noses. Fish, no noses. Babies, whales, eggs, fish. Let us help Bert fill in the blanks. Friends, will you also write the answer in your notebook? 1000 is written as one and 3 zeros. 1000 is written as 1 and 3 zeros. 100 is written as 1 and 2 zeros. 100 is written as 1 and 2 zeros. 10,000 is written as
1 and 4 zeros. 10,000 is written as 1 and 4 zeros. 100,000 is written as 1 and 5 zeros. 100,000 is written as 1 and 5 zeros. 100,000 is also called as a lakh. 100,000 is also called as a lakh. 100 lakh is written as 1 and 7 zeros. 100 lakh is written as 1 and 7 zeros. 100 lakh is also called as a crore. 100 lakh is also called as a crore. There are about 2 lakh trees in a jungle. Half of them are neem trees. What is the number of trees which are not neem trees? One lakh. One lakh trees are not neem trees. A bullock cart travels at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour. How many kilometers can it travel in 2 hours? One hour is equal to 4 kilometers. 2 hours is equal to 8 kilometers. 2 into 4, that is 8. The bullock cart can travel 8 kilometers in 2 hours. A car can go 40 kilometers in an hour. How far can the car go in 5 hours? 1 hour is equal to 40 kilometers. 5 hours is equal to 200 kilometers. 40 into 5, that is 200. The car can go 200 kilometers in 5 hours. A cycle travels at the speed of 15 kilometers in an hour. How long will it take to go 45 kilometers? 15 kilometers is equal to 1 hour. 45 kilometers is equal to 3 hours. 45 divided by 15. That is 3. The cycle will take 3 hours to go 45 kilometers. A bus can carry 60 passengers in each trip. How many passengers can it carry in 8 trips? One trip is equal to 60 passengers. 8 trips is equal to 480 passengers. 60 into 8, that is 480. The bus can carry 480 passengers in 8 trips. Sita auntie sold 12 kilograms of apples for rupees 480. At what price did she sell 1 kg of apples? 12 kgs is equal to rupees 480. 1 kg is equal to rupees 40. 480 divided by 12, that is 40. Sita auntie sold 1 kg of apples for rupees 40. Sita auntie sells tomatoes at rupees 20 per kg. Radha auntie sells potatoes at rupees 10 per kg. Both of them earn rupees 200. How many kgs of tomatoes and potatoes did they sell? First, let us do for Sita auntie. Rupees 20 is equal to 1 kg. Rupees 200 is equal to 10 kgs. 200 divided by 20, that is 10. Sita auntie sold 10 kgs of tomatoes to earn rupees 200. Now let us do for Radha auntie. Rupees 10 is equal to 1 kg. Rupees 200 is equal to 20 kgs. 200 divided by 10, that is 20. Radha auntie sold 20 kgs of potatoes to earn rupees 200. Sita auntie sold 10 kgs of tomatoes and Radha auntie sold 20 kgs of potatoes to earn rupees 200. Prawn fish costs rupees 180 per kg. Squid costs rupees 60 per kg. Sahil has rupees 120. He spends 1/4 of his money on squid and the rest 3/4 of the money on buying prawns. Can you find out how many kgs of squid and prawns did he buy? Sahil has rupees 120. First, let us do for squid. 1/4 of 120 is equal to rupees 30. 120 divided by 4, that is 30. Sahil spent rupees 30 on squid. Rupees 60 is equal to 1 kg of squid. Rupees 30 is equal to 1/2. 30 divided by 60. That is half or 1/2. So, he bought half kg of squid for rupees 30. Now, let us do for prawns. 3/4 of 120, that is rupees 90. 120 into 3 by 4. That is 90. Rupees 90. Sahil spent rupees 90 on prawns. Rupees 180 is equal to 1 kg of prawn. Rupees 90 is equal to (1/2). 90 divided by 180. That is 1/2. So, Sahil bought half kg of prawns for rupees 90. Ramlal took rupees 5,000 as bank loan to buy seeds. He paid back rupees 430 every month for 1 year. How much money did he pay back to the bank? 1 month is equal to rupees 430. 12 months is equal to rupees 5,160. 430 into 12, That is 5,160. Rupees 5,160. Ramlal paid the bank rupees 5,160. Salim took a loan of rupees 6,000 to buy cows. He paid back rupees 6,300 to the bank in a year. How much did he pay the bank every month? 12 months, that is 1 year, is equal to 6,300. 1 month is equal to 525. 6,300 divided by 12. That is 525. Rupees 525. Salim paid the bank rupees 525 every month. Salma has a cloth shop. She bought clothes for 1 month from a wholesaler. Shall we help her find out the total cost for a month? Friends, will you also write this table in your notebook and find the answer? Item, price of each, number of items, cost. Sari 2,000. 4. Suit material rupees 200. 7. Shirt rupees 150. 10. Frocks rupees 70. 8. Shorts rupees 20. 20. Let us now find out one by one. Sari 2,000 into 4 is equal to 8,000. Suit material 200 into 7 is equal to 1,400. Shirt 150 into 10 is equal to 1,500. Frocks 70 into 8 is equal to 560. Shorts 20 into 20 is equal to 400. Now let us find the total cost. 8,000 plus 1,400 plus 1,500 plus 560 plus 400 is equal to 11,860. The total cost for 1 month for Salma is rupees 11,860.
Friends, can you find the cost for 5 months now? You can do it in your notebook. Think. Bye, friends.